Hello guys, Mr. came back once again. Shot out video. Hajime Ippo round 1508 came out today. Apparently the Arabic translation came out yesterday, and it was like 8 o'clock, like PM. I didn't see no translation, so I guess that came out today. That's what it says on the website. It came out today. But outside of that, Sendo is plotting with devious intent. Is the smash feint real? And will we finally get an answer to what Miyata, Sendo, and everybody else been working on doing Sendo's training camp? It's a big mystery. We don't know if it's going to be a success or a great failure, but we're about to find out. Let's get let's get into it. Will Sendo deliver? I don't know. And we see something firing like a bullet towards Ricardo. Ricardo clenches his fist. Sendo continues through, but instead of like throwing it straight right down the pipe, he guards up top as the firing shot comes towards him. And it whiffs again. Blows straight past him with monstrous level of pressure. Like the size of this fish takes me back to that whole Gonzalez, but this pressure. And we see Ricardo. Just like the wind impact from this hit, it's just like he's thinking about this, and he says to himself, "What outrageous firepower! Without even landing, without it landing, I can still feel the shockwave." And the crowd's like, and you keep hearing Zawa Zawa. You got the outside side of the arena, and the crowd's like, "This is Sendo. This is what we wanted to see." It's like he suddenly woke back up. I've been waiting for this. Damn right. The champion's running scared. Hit him. Hit him. Hello, whoa. Calm down. Unless he connects. Alright, Alright. This has just been a bunch of flashy punches. Alright. Now I understand you gotta throw out punches and do jabs and make sure you earn your opponent's respect. But Ricardo kind of went into this match knowing what he was going to get from the beginning. And he's been applying pressure to him, like back to back. Not sure. Could Sendo be throwing a higher caliber of punches right now? Yes. But until like we see some impact on the body or some effect, these are just big swings. And the announcer says the Osaka Castle Hall is burned up. The crowd gets into it, but there goes the gun. That's in round 3. Sendo's like holding his breath, looking like Ippo. He lets out his breath. And Sendo's like, "All right, I see you in a minute." All right, we're going back to the corner. And host is like, "Welcome back." And Sendo's coach like, "Good job hanging in there. Now just sit and drink some water." And Ricardo says to himself, "I see." He let loose with those wild swings in order to make it a break. With the one in the first round, he's not letting me know thoroughly. With the one in the first round, he's not letting me thoroughly analyze the smash. Osaka Castle will wait. This is the real reason I came to Japan. What I need to prioritize is, well, I'm butchering words today. What I need to prioritize is tiger exterminating. And the crowd's like, that's it, Sendo. Now you're fighting like yourself, big and strong. But he haven't landed one yet. Yeah, that gotta be. Yeah, you gotta land one. And Sendo's like, "Shut it, Cora." And Sendo's coach like, "Sendo, don't go waste energy." Sendo drinks up some water. Sendo's like, "I guess you're right. This is the world. That's the strongest man in the world." I don't know, with him saying that, getting some flashbacks to Joe Yabuki. I don't know why. When he's talking to Yuki, winning in the ring is the strongest man in the world. You just don't understand. I believe this is Mari talking. That was a big deal. Throwing giant punches to buy time. I guess it's the most effective strategy he had there. I don't know, because if Ricardo would have took the advantage and threw that right, he would have threw Sanders off his game. I don't think he should have been psyched out, personally. And it goes back to the reason why I want to keep seeing how Ricardo react to a Sendo dual exchange or to like a solid Sendo punch If Ricardo don't get hit this whole match, he'll be all right, right? Right? There's no way he's gonna lose on points at this point. There was a 7-10 round. Outside of ring generalship, like these last past like what few chapters, like number the last past chapter, like he hasn't really done anything. So I can get some point in ring generalship, but it's just I don't think Ricardo should be psyched out by that. That's not a good thing. You can't be in the fight like you can't accept a fight with a person who punches like this. And after the first round, after like your whole arm would numb, like your arm is getting messed up, and you're still like, well, I don't know, man. Ricardo might be fun to range machine. We gotta see. And Mario continues, and to tighten up his guard at the side of the smash, even the champion. And Miata's like, he stopped after it entered the motion for it. He stopped after he entered the motion for it. But in a slightly different smash than the one he threw in round one. He'll do some simulations during the break. Then he'll do some fine tuning before proper execution. Amara's like motion, fine tuning. He's aiming for it. Amara's like, you don't mean he'll counter it. The smash? Oh yes. Is this a surprise? This is the same thing Ippo did when they first encountered each other. And that hit to the dome put Sendo to sleep. Mars like, but if he messes up, it could be over like that. I will have to say I have looked back on some fights, and technically, Sendo is a one-round punch machine. All right. When his first comeback, like there has been a lot of fights in Sendo's career where he's ended it in round one. So all it takes is one punch. It's not random as I thought it was. Looking back at the footage and editing for the last video, like Sendo's like first fights before the Rookie Team Championship with Sendo, most of those ended early. Well, but Ippo, most of those matches ended early. And when he came back, Sayeki round one, another character in round one. The only one that gave him a runner was Sageta, and he put Sageta to sleep because he was underestimating Sageta and didn't take him in seriously and put out his arsenal early. So, and we've seen Sendo's in dire situation before, but this whole he countered the smash, and let's save it for later. And then we have Miata looks over to Ippo and he's like, hey, you think so too, don't you? Makaneuchi is going into the abyss. He spats it out. And Ippo and Miata's like, are you dehydrated? And Mara's like, you brought water. And Ippo's like, I forgot to drink it. I forgot to breathe. I might have incidentally included a heat stroke and asphyxia. What an incredible match. Like, this is another short chapter. How many pages is this? Alright, I'll make this quick. Alright, I'll make this quick. So, not much happening in the match. Sendo just did the same thing he was already doing. But, as I was saying before, I don't think Ricardo had any reason to shut up like this. This is one or two things. I'm overestimating who Ricardo used to be, or Ricardo has allowed himself to sit too easy on top of his throne. And the reason why I said it is, why would he flint with a smash when you already know what this smash can do? Your buddy Jose Narco got whooped by this guy. Why is this a surprise? Why is this unexpected? And Miato's like, the way Sendo did it, like the way Sendo loaded up that last smash that he threw and whiffed this time. He was like, something must have changed to make him freeze up, but he's been freezing up to it. And like a lot of his other punches, that's not a smash for quite some time now. Now I still believe this smash plate is a thing. It's like another 10-page chapter. Usually it's around 18. Maybe George is keeping it short for the holidays. Who knows, who knows, who knows. I wish him the best. Hope he's healthy, young, and continue to live on. I won't say one way or another. I can't really say. We don't know what's going on over there. But it was like some weeks ago he got into a car accident. I didn't know about this. I went on the Reddit to see about the chapter yesterday, and apparently, like 2-3 weeks ago, he got into a car accident. Hope she's alright. Hope he's alive and healthy. But I don't think Ricardo should have flashed it with a smash like that. Doesn't make any sense. Jose Nargo had no other option. You're Ricardo Martinez. Why are you freezing up? In my opinion, that doesn't make any sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me that he would freeze up to a smash. It's illogical. It should be another just over big swing. Like this is not like Gonzalez when he was freezing up to send those punches. He's already taking some punches clean on. Some jabs, some left and right hooks. Now, not too many straight or uppercuts, but he already took some punches, so it makes sense why he would be psyched out by like this overwhelming body punch, well, full body, full thrust punch that Sendo's throwing. But Ricardo, besides from getting hit on his guard, he shouldn't be freezing up. And he says he's going to focus on the next round for target extermination when Sendo doesn't need to smash to win. It's just like how Ippo don't need to smash to win. It's similar how Mishiba don't need the flickers to win a match. Or Miyata don't need to depend solely on his counters. He can't, like, they're, like this is not season 1 Ippo. There's elements to the game. So when he was jabbing with Ricardo at round one, showing that he can competently keep up with Ricardo's jab in round 1. So I have to hear what Bill Stewart says in this corner. Like I said before, Sendo saying this is the strongest man in the world. This is like what the world is. It reminds me of what Mishiba said about Juan Garcia or Marcus Rosario, but the whole how it feels on the world stage. But it's just, I won't say it feels weird, but it's a different interpretation. Because when Vork went out there alone, going against the crowd like he always is, it was no different from anywhere else. So I don't know. I don't know. But this is like the world, like the world lover type thing, so that's different. But Mishiba still decapitated Juan Garcia, though. So, do I think Sendo's gonna lose still? No. But I can't think of a proper reason or logical explanation to why would Ricardo Martinez freeze up to a smash. But the punching power, but that's not an excuse. This man is a super champion, a king of kings level character. There is no reason you should hesitate with no smash. And that wasn't even a real smash either. And what I mean by real smash, I'm not talking about the super smash or a deadly smash. The way Sendo set up the smash, there's like a certain way he does it. He doesn't just throw it out of nowhere. There's like, he usually leads into the smash. So that's why I expect in the last chapter, it might be a smash feint, something like that. But the smash feint still could happen, because when he did it against Ippo in season 1, I watched back the footage. Apparently the smash feint is a real thing. I thought it was just a theory. He actually did it before. It's not like he can't do it. But Miyata and Sendo is yet to elaborate, or Sendo's coach, are yet to elaborate on anything. So, what will Bill Stewart tell him? Since, he got his right arm back, it's just, will Bill Stewart tell him there's no point? I'm telling you, there's going to be a point, hopefully. We're about halfway through November, where Ricardo got to show his true colors. He got to. It's what I've been waiting for quite some time. He got to show it. He got to show it. Whether Sendo win or lose, he got to show his real colors at a certain point. And this whole, he's a calculating machine. Stop. Get that bullshit out of here. It's not the fact that it's regressing character. It's the fact that that's not who he is. We saw how he reacted to Sendo versus Ricardo Martinez. Not Sendo versus Ricardo. Sendo versus Alfredo Gonzalez. The admiration. That's what he wanted. The high intensity battle. Even now, like, Ricardo's like, well, this is the Sendo. Like, I wanted to see, this is what I chose this fight for. Osako Katsu's gonna have to wait. Now, sure, this is like an intermission chapter. Not too many problems with it, but it's just, if Ricardo try to take out the smash, I just think that's a bad plan. Sendo got bad ribs. Like, you have to take some risks here. Throw that right hand down the pipe. I don't care what he's throwing. He's whiffing all these punches. You whiff that many times back to back. Why are you freezing up? Throw a punch. But I don't care how much punching power he got. Somebody has to lose. Gotta take those risks, man. And when Ippo was facing down the same gun, when he was smashing the smash, he doesn't hesitate. Now, sure, that does come up with a caveat. After he first seen it and experienced it and went to the smash feint, he just chose to counter it with his own makeshift smash. So I'm not gonna act like the first time he seen it, he was just there. But they mentioned he did a smash in round 1. Gotta go back and read. I don't recall him doing a smash in the first round, or teasing that. I could be wrong. Well, the fight starts at what 1498. I might have to go back and read and double check this, but I don't recall him doing a smash. But if he did, he did. Well, just I don't know. Tell me the smash. It just to bet everything on that. But even then, that's Miyata thoughts. But Miyata and Ricardo are not the same person. It'd be like saying Ippo and Amai is the same person. The way they brain develop and come to conclusions are not the same. Even though Miyata is like, this is my complete style. Miyata, you're not Ricardo Martinez. You never will be. You don't have that punching power. You don't have that. You just don't got it. You don't got it. The way Ricardo Martinez core at his being, his existence in the sport is beyond just doing basic textbook techniques. That is what Bill Stewart refined into him. That's not who he is by default. And you can tell by like he. So I was saying, like this is not who he is. All right, it's a superficial shell in his body. It's not a deception. It's not a lie. But it's like it's not the full picture as it is. So when I say what Miyata, you feel like saying Itagaki and Miyata is the same. They're not. The way they fundamentally box is different on a fundamental level. Just because there's some surface similarities. From that same logic, Mishiba and Miyata are the same. They both can throw flickers, right? Kimura and Miyata are the same. They both outboxers, right? Right? What separates Oyoki from the great Takamura? So it just, yeah. Like this Miyata commentary is just strange. Unusual. Miyata, why aren't you revealing what you and Sendo worked on? Why are you acting like this is an already done deal? Like, what did you come here for? Like, why is Miyata here? Like, this man has said nothing or teased nothing or revealed nothing about what they were doing in sparring. And why should Mari be surprised that Ricardo planned on countering the smash? Didn't Ippo do it? Remember, Mari is the Ippo specialist. She's supposed to be this high-class boxing reporter, and Japanese boxing is not on the same level until she saw Sendo versus Ippo. Don't give me this malarkey about can someone counter the smash. We've seen this happen, Mari. You've been in Japan. So why wouldn't Ricardo go for it? Why would he? What crack is he smoke? Like, I'm telling you, there's something suspicious about this. It's just the way the story, talks about, this fight is just weird. Weird. I just don't understand the structure of the fight itself. Could usually be some high pace moment, low pace moments, some in betweens, some in between rounds. But this case, this fight is just weird. And the Miyata commentary is just like usually with people on the sidelines like AJ Dante, Sendo, or when Miyata was spectating the Samamura fight, that was adding insight, detail. But here just nothing. Like Ippo, just like Ippo, like why are you here? Like you're adding nothing. I don't get it. I don't understand. It just, in my opinion, it doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't. And some might say Sendo needs to just bestall some time. We've seen Ippo do it against Freddy Gonzalez. Sure. But if that's what he was doing this whole time, it's just... It's good to snap back to your senses, but it's just like, why is Sendo's coach giving him no... Like, what is the game plan here? Why is Sendo's coach not doing anything? How come, like, if there's no game plan for this fight... Like, for Freddy Gonzalez, that's one thing. You broke your hand, and you knew that Ricardo Martinez was next. And you was there for the Wally fight. What is your game plan here? And why haven't... It's been how many months? Like 2-3 months now? And we still don't know what Sendo's game plan is. It's just... And like, Ricardo's just... Like, he's unusually passive. For, like, no real reason. Like, he kicked up the heat against Dante in, like, round 2. Like, what is that? What is that? But I'm not hearing that arm damage stuff. I'm not hearing it. Gotta focus on exterminating the tiger. What have you been doing these past 2 rounds? Alright. I don't know. The way this fight's going, we might be here till January, to be honest. Cause this week chapter to be continued. Round 3 starts up next chapter. Well, that's like what, the 20th? Like 7 days from now. Today is the 12th. That's what's that? The 19th? What's that? The 19th? That's what, the 29th? Yeah, we might be in this fight towards like early December. Like, come on, man. Come on, George. Like, when we gonna kick this shit into high gear? Like, when is it gonna happen? Cause like all the extra commentary and the fans on the sidelines, I understand the Osaka fans are more talkative and more in-depth with the whole fighting thing, but it's just he hasn't added like anything where it's just like, all right, they're like, this is Sendo's plan. This is what Ricardo gonna do. Let's see that both gonna try to execute and stop each other. But so far, it's just been Sendo does something, Ricardo does something, Sendo does something. Like where's the fight here? Like, where is it? Because before last chapter was hype. Oh, he could be revealing what he's supposed to do, what he trained for with Miata. Now it's just like, Miata, you have given no insight into why you believed it. Because usually, like, he was, like, a person would say something, right? And you would see how Ricardo or some other opponent, like, breaks it down. And how that plan is not going to be as simple to execute or do anything. But you've got no insights. Does Takamura or Dante have any commentary on this fight? Do they? Not hearing that nonsense. I've seen other characters just go in. We didn't see Vork hesitate. He just whooped ass. But then again, maybe I need to rewatch that fight. When I say Vork, I mention Vork versus Sendo. Maybe I do. But Vork was tearing his ass up round one. So it's just, I don't know. So when I talk about the characters and when I harp on like the development and saying the characters like make these massive gaps, so they always added a new element, or they was always pushing each other, doing this and that. The reason why that important, because it helped strengthen the fight in the episodes, in the chapters. It helped you got hyped up and excited. Seeing Kurosawa and Sonata train Kurosawa and tap dance on his stomach to prepare for an Ippo body blow was incredible. But now it's just like, I don't know. I gotta see what Joy's game is. It's nothing bad. It's nothing horrible. It's an alright chapter, but it's just like the game plan. It's just like, why isn't Sendo's coach and them discussing a game plan? Like, what is this? And this is a game plan Sendo started with his coach before Miata got there. I don't understand. His coach is not saying anything. Hoshi is not saying anything. Bill Stewart have not given one insight. Not one. Not one. I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, this, I don't get it, man. Maybe we'll be able to tell by the time this fight's over, but it's just, I don't understand why it's just like, we've seen other fights do this, and it's just, this fight is just weird. I know one thing, if this fight ends in a draw, this thing is a garbage, like trash. I might have to take a 2-week break, to be honest. Absolute trash. If this fight ends in a draw, or a non-contest, or some man with a parachute just flies in to ruin the fight, be outright garbage. Because, like, this is just, I've read lots of Ippo. I'm probably one of the rare few people that have read every single chapter of Ippo up to this point, and watched the anime and everything. I've read everything, and it's just, after 30 plus years of content of a weekly manga, like, this is just strange. Like, not even Keith Dragon had like this on and off again type thing. He was just talking more one, and then it switched over to something else. So it's, I don't know, man. I love got thoughts and opinions about this, because this is just this weird. Like, gotta focus on this. Like Ricardo, you got no game plan. Like, what are you even doing? Like for one moment, well, I'm gonna wait it out. Next moment, well, I'm 100% healthy. What was it? We're on round 4. One more chapter with one Miata just being a pest. Like, this man's beyond a pessimist. You helped train this man. You've given no type of insight in what he's doing in training. You are useless. Useless. Useless, Miata. He's just wasting time, just running his fat fucking mouth. And you got Ippo there just spazzing out. Why? He hasn't done anything. He just threw punches. Why? Why, George? That's what I want to know. Why? What's the point? I don't understand. Now, what is really funny, one chapter, massive hype, next chapter, it's alright, I guess. Like, I can't deny, if you're a fan watching this shit gotta be pretty funny. Just one chapter, just, well, we're back, we're like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for, and then it's just, why? Why? Oh, why are you doing this to me? Oh, why, George, oh, why? So I gotta wait another 7 days. I got my own life problems. So it might come out on Friday or Saturday. I'm calling this Wednesday. It came out today, but it's just, I don't went on a marathon walk trying to get you a job interview. It's just, that's a whole lot of walking. But I should be able to get out tomorrow, or do most of the work today, and I just gotta edit tomorrow. Just gotta see if things turn out. What time is it? It's like, what, 8:36 p.m.? Yeah, that's not bad. There's been worse times I recorded. Yeah, that'd be alright. But I really like you guys' thoughts and opinions about the Sendo and Miata. How come their game plan's not been revealed? How come Takamura's never been like, well, wait a minute. Is he gonna do that same thing he did to me in sparring? Nothing. Dante here giving no type of commentary, and it's just, I just want to know what I would keep pushing it. Now the Sendo thing makes sense in context. That a lot of his fights are ended quickly, but most of those one-round fights we've never seen for Sendo, so it's just seeing this whole calculated machine thing is just like Bill Stewart, like so here's the major improvements for the next chapter, right? Bill Stewart need to say something actually that's gonna help Ricardo in the fight. Ricardo need to start applying some pressure for to turn this into a real fight and not just Ricardo's winning or Sendo's winning. Like where's like the back and forth? Like where is it? And Miata to get some insight, and Sendo and his team needs to do something and come up with some type of game plan. I'm sick of him just going out there and just come on, come on. I'm sick of seeing the same thing. I'm sick of reacting to the same stuff, George. It's about time for you like to kick into high gear. You went on a 2-week break. The double spread pages. Stop it. Stop. So, how do I rate the chapter? It's alright, I guess, but it's just I'm sick of saying I can't wait for next week, man. Like no matter how this fight ends, this will go down in history as the weirdest fight I've ever seen in the Hajime Ippo that George have ever executed. Because it like no matter who wins, right, it has to come down to a question: why make the characters act like this, and why make the characters react like this? So it is what it is. It's been WK. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your opinions about the video. It's just about the chapter, and it's just all you can do is just hope for better next week. Hopefully there's no break. Peace.